So today I want to focus on how we are going to start getting our ores. And again, I want to focus on the builder. So the builder, with the current power we have, is going to be okay at best. And this is what we're going to actually be using. It is honestly one of the best quarry systems in the game, I think, other than going the extra mile into extra utilities, which is honestly a huge power hog. We can talk about that here in a little bit. But this thing is going to work fine. This is just your plain Jane builder with a quarry card. I don't think the quarry card has been modified, so we should be fine. Our tools, and then card. So we're looking for the shape quarry card. This plain Jane thing right here gonna require a diamond pick, and I hope I didn't just run out of diamond. Okay, no. Yes, it's gonna require this. Pretty plain Jane. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, we do have the like diamond tools that definitely built up from our quarry as well, or from our mob farm. Okay, so we just go ahead and get this thing built. Very simplistic. We have these two cards. Also, I've been neglecting doing this, completing the quest lines for things. I should probably do that because I never know what is going to be handed out for free sometimes, which is usually really nice. Latin TNT, that's kind of weird. Got some money. All right, we don't have that shape card, Fortune Quarry. That would be really nice, but we don't have that. Oh, I never completed this either. Reverse TNT. Ooh, that heals stuff, doesn't it? All right, so I think that's most of our stuff there. Okay, so now that we have this, we need a way to get power. So Art of Tools is also going to come in handy for that. So power is something that Art of Tools does amazingly. We have this right here, which is a regular power cell. And I believe the base, I don't know if this one, I think this one can go cross-dimensionally. This block can store power, multi-block. Yeah, big multi-dimensional structure. So the simple power cell is probably gonna be the best way for us to go about doing this. And so I'm gonna make 2 of these and then also get ourselves 2 power cards. And this is gonna be what we use to move forward. So let's go ahead and get this system here hooked up and installed and working order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this down here. I think it will automatically pump into this, and we can also set it with a smart wrench, but by default, I'm going to go ahead and place this one down here. And then we need to set this to drop down below, which I think it's already doing. And then we'll set this to accept all energy, and you can see it's starting to build up energy. And then we're going to go ahead and set a card in here, right? And this is going to be, go ahead and, I think it's set by default. And then when you link, it'll link up, right? Yeah, linked to 2, link ID 2, link ID 2. So setting this in the link slot, make sure it's linked to the right one. And whenever we place it and place this in here in another dimension, well, then we have power in that dimension. We do, however, need to make sure that this is chunk loaded, which it is, and we're good to go. So let's go ahead and get this builder set up. We are going to also need a storage system. For right now, I'm just going to use the tried and true. I don't know why the wood is not working. This wood is not working, which I wish it would, but I wish it would. Right. I did not mean that. Anyways, moving on. I wish it would work, but this is what we're going to use for right now. It's just going to pump right into this. We're going to avoid stone. I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. We also need a torch launcher. And we need to avoid a dragon that's in here. I might try and kill it. I don't think we'll succeed. My armor's great, but diamond, we're kind of low on diamonds. So I don't have the regen ability. Yeah. And this needs to be repaired. Let's throw that in there. There we go. And then we should be good. Okay. So let's head into the deep dark, dimension that I'm absolutely afraid of. I hate it so much right now, as there are dragons there that I was not prepared for. So I'll meet you guys there. So the good part about the builder is I don't have to go very far. There's our exit there. I can place the builder pretty much anywhere, and it's going to be able to reach where it needs to reach. I'm going to place this next to it, and we're going to set this to output energy, and I'm going to place this in here, and you can see it is linked. We just need to make sure that the chunks that it is in are at least loaded, so that way this will send power. So this is going to start flooding this thing with power. Now we need to get this card working, place this, and remember, I'm just going to click on here, shift right click to select where our base position's at. And then I guess I'm just going to try and mine the floor. That's going to be what I work on. So let's go ahead and set this. I'm going to set that here. And I'm going to find a location over here. Try not to fly too high because the grue will hurt me. And set that there. And we're at Y level 23, so I do want this at least 23 blocks deep. Wow, that does some good damage. All right. And we should be able to visualize this card. Now I'm going to shift right click, or I'm just going to right click this card, and I want to void pretty much everything here. I don't want everything. I want to ore dictionary it as well, because I just want the raw resources. That's all I want. I don't want anything fancy, just the raw resources. And we should be just about ready to go. Let's place this in here, and then we'll be able to see where we've selected. Now, I do want this to be a little bit deeper. I can already tell that 5 is definitely not good enough. So let's do 25, and then we'll visualize that. We can see it is definitely a little bit too high. So I want to drop this down at negative 34. Let's do negative 45. Let's do negative 45 for right now. Let's see if that drops it any. It definitely did drop it a bit. And I'm going to drop it just a bit more. Negative 50. That should be just about enough. I think it is. And I do want the surface. So negative 48. Let's see if that sticks out any. Very close. Yes. That is mining the exact area I want. So what I will do is I'm going to turn this bad boy on and look at the items we're already collecting. Yes, now it will slow down dramatically because we're only allowing so much power out of this. This thing can only send out 1,250 RF. And as you can see, it doesn't have that much. So it's also being limited by, yeah, I think 1,000 RF because it can only send 1,000 RF at a time. So yeah, this thing will only mine at what it can currently do, which is perfectly fine for me. It is going to mine. It's going to fill this up. We'll come back and check it. And right now we have a great source of materials. Now, I need to swap this out later with an ender chest, and that way we can start seeing the items in our overworld and we don't have to come back here and visit, because I really don't want to spend too much time in this dimension. Not a good place. That's an example right there. So I mentioned setting up an ender chest. I think I should probably do that before I just get ahead of myself. Oh man, that ring kind of gets annoying doing that. I'm just going to use a regular white chest for right now, and regular item conduit. I'm just going to use this as a buffer. That way we have an item buffer here and are not sending it directly into the ender chest. We could. It's not going to hurt anything, but I'm going to place this here, and then we should be able to open up this ender chest and start seeing the contents that reside inside, even in our other world. And what we can do is just set this directly on top of our chest in that world. So if we go back in here, we could technically just set it right here and it will automatically start processing, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to set it right here right now so I can start to see and visualize and filter these items, because really we're still limited on power. It's just a decent way of getting started with this. We should be able to get plenty of ore. As you can see, there's some new ore that should be generating here, like thorium. This is from nuclear craft. This is what we need to really start producing some power. So I said I wanted to get into nuclear craft. It's only found in the beneath. It takes a little bit to get into this. And we do need a bit of thorium to do that. Even thorium is going to be used for the base fuel, which generates quite a bit of RF in itself. So while we wait on just about, all this ore and stuff to generate, let's go ahead and focus on this mod that is called Scanner. This mod is actually really cool. We do, I don't think we have any cactus. Do we? I am going to need to find some cactus, which we will get. And then we're going to play around with this Scanner mod. So it gets a little bit of a charge, and you're going to be able to see here, once we get a module put in it, how powerful this thing can actually be. It can scan for ore. Like, you can choose like specific ore. You can use it to find villages. Like, it can be used to find structures. I don't know how you define the structures. I don't remember. But you can scan for blocks, configure blocks modules. I think this will let you do chest, which is kind of what I want to play around with. I think it will let you scan chests. So we need to head over here. Anyway, we need to go to a desert anyways. So let's pop on to the screen. I think, yeah, this whole area is a desert. Just straight this way. I should know that by now since I've been out this way so many times. But I also want, I think there's a Murex. I think that's what that's called. This right here. A Murex Queen. I've definitely fought one of those things before. And I believe it is just right in this desert. There's a cave for them. Along with, of course, the worms. Which I wish my worm had never died. It definitely died. I'm just going to leave that guy. It always startles me when I see that, though. So what I'm looking for is this sort of hole. Not like this. This is just a regular vanilla cave. Looking for something that's kind of got a little bit of bumpiness around it. Maybe I will just stumble upon it. I usually find it in this as well. I'm pretty sure I've seen one over here. And I just kind of walk past it because they won't really bother you. Unless you give them a little bit of a tickle. And then they'll come out. They'll definitely come. I'm probably looking right over it. They're probably laughing at me. So yeah, I'm going to give this a look. I'm going to glide over for a little bit and see if I can't find it. Should be around here somewhere. So it is getting dark, but I found it. It is this hole right here. This, I hope, we can withstand a little bit of damage from. If I stir them up, they are all going to spawn on me. I am kind of worried about that. But ooh, diamond. If I sneak in here, they won't even know I'm here. Shepherd's Crate. Don't know what that is. Glad I found a diamond, though. Uh-oh. They know I'm here. They know I'm here. I'm gonna go deeper. Maybe this... Okay, let's stir them up a little bit. That's the queen, I think. What I'm hitting right there? Oh man, I wonder if... Oh, I just killed it. I killed it. Oh, okay. Yep. Okay, killing them is pretty easy. Oh, good. I thought it was going to be way harder than that. And yeah, we don't really take potion effects. Like, we don't have to worry about that. What is that brick building right there? Nice. Our armor is really holding up. This is actually really good. Our armor is doing fantastic. Don't know what that randomness is. Okay. We killed it. That was, I mean, that's how quick you can complete that, a boss advancement. I really wouldn't call this thing a boss. It's more like a mini boss. Oh god, these things are so ugly. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. So now that I have the cactus green, I should be able to work on that scanner mod, right? So we have a few different options. We can go with, of course, range upgrades, which are going to cost you a little bit extra each time you use it. We can search for individual monsters, like it'll scan for hostile mobs. But what I really think is worth the investment is trying the blocks. This will scan for specific blocks. You can also scan for ores, such as diamonds. I think, you know, I think this scans for all ore. Text rare ores. I don't know. I think it's configurable. But the blocks one is the one that I think lets you do chests. There's common ores, there's rare ores. That'll get you diamond and stuff. I don't think it does the modded stuff too well. And you have scan for fluids and you scan for entities. So like specific entities, I guess. I'm going to try the block one. I think. Go ahead and make the scanner card. And then the block. There we go. And if we throw this in here, I think modules. I think we're able to open this up. itself, right? Or configure, okay, use a block to configure the module. So maybe I can do a chest. Don't know if this will work. This would be really handy if it does. That does not work. Okay, so we can choose like a specific block. So like say brick. Usually there's always brick, but we can, let's see. Use on it. Oh, we have to shift click on a block. That's right. Place a chest. Did that attach? Oak chest. So yeah, that is the one. I thought it was. I've used this in the past. Then what we do is right click and hold it down. It's going to scan the world and show you where chests exist. That's right. Yeah, it can be kind of overpowered, I think. But, and you could also even add range upgrades, so you can scan for really far distances. So like if you're out here and you're like, I wonder if there's any chests nearby. You can do a quick scan, and obviously you see there's no chests nearby. But let's go to a place where I know there are going to be chests nearby. For sure, like 100% know. First, let's eat where there are going to be chests. So down here, I know that there is this dungeon hall. I've been to it before. Let me go ahead and go down in it. There we go. It's nice and dark in here. And yeah, this is a dungeon, right? Go ahead and kill this character for a minute. But what we can do is we can scan. And we should see a lot of chests. There's a chest there. There's a chest hidden over here. There's chests all over the place. Like, this is probably one of the best use cases for this. Is if you are actually looking for where a chest is located inside this dungeon, well, you're probably certain to find it. Look at that. We just found a chest that has some nice loot in it. Even chests in here. And maybe you would have missed this had you not had this thing handy. So that's probably one of the best use cases for the scanner. I really love this scanner. And I wish I would have used it sooner. But, I mean, we still have the ability to use it. We have not ventured into every little dungeon yet. There are still some hidden Easter eggs in some of these places that I still want to check out. I think even underwater, there's the potential for chests to be hidden. Like, there's a chest apparently right there. For what reason? I have no idea. But there's a chest underwater here. Why? I don't know. Guess we can mine in here to find out. Oh, it was part of that dungeon. There you go. See? Like, it's just stuff like that. You can find stuff just right away. So, somebody mentioned this a few episodes ago when we got that biome wand, right? I think it was called a biome wand. This right here. A biome staff. And everybody was wondering, or a couple of people were wondering, hey, could you copy the biome from the Nether and place it in here? And would it change the mob spawns? Well, let's test this out and see if this is a thing. Now, I do want to grab it from a... Well, I don't know if I want to do it from a fortress. I think I just want to just grab it from just anywhere here. So shift right click here. That's going to pick up the hell biome. We're going to go back to our base. Don't you do it, creeper. TNT creeper was looking at me. Give me a funny look. So we should be able to go back, shut off our mob spawner, hopefully, and change this up a bit. I'm kind of curious myself what this is going to do. So, place this here. Like, just place all of these blocks here? Why is stuff still spawning? So is this actively changing this to the Nether? That's what I don't know. It does say the biome we are currently in is the hell biome. So I'm just going to go ahead and just spam this all right here. Right? And we can always change it back, so that's a good thing. Oh my. It is spawning pigmen. We have effectively just created the Nether in here. So is this just going to generate pigmen? Like, I wonder if it's going to generate all the other mobs? Oh, it generates blaze. Well, That actually works out nicely. Oh, and the lizards. Oh, and the big boys. Oh. So we're definitely getting new items in here that we haven't gotten before. I can go ahead and suspend this for a moment, just so we can see what items we have. Or what items we're collecting from this. Because I don't know what the big lizard boy drops. But it's always worth kind of checking out. The wolves drop leather, which is always good to have. Oh wow, this is actually really nice. That biome staff is really powerful. Look at that. We don't even have to set up a mob farm in the nether. We can just do it right here. And we have gold and everything. Wow. There's definitely some things that I'm going to be changing on this board over here that I do not want, and I would rather be getting from these guys. So to upgrade our machines to the next tier, really we need to throw on the reinforcement kit, and this will actually get our machines producing about, what, it'd be about 1,250 RF per tick or so, I think, or really close. No, it'd be closer to 750 RF per tick, which would be better than what we're currently doing right now. But we need hardened glass. I don't think it has to be hardened. It can be fused quartz as well, which is easy to do. You just need some quartz. So we take a little bit of quartz, throw that in here, make sure we have alloy smelting on, and that will grant us some fused quartz that we can use to build these kits. And we should be ready to go. This is generating some silver ore for us, which is really good because we need a bunch of it. We need a lot more silver than what we currently have. So with our kits all ready to go, let's upgrade these bad boys. By the way, this is producing so much lava. Like, we almost have this whole drum full, and that's a lot. That is a lot. So 240 a piece we are generating now. Still not enough. It's producing 720 in here, which is being fed directly into this, which is powering our system. So we still need to keep that in mind, that this is definitely, I mean, this is still being powered, but it's definitely not receiving what we could be producing. All our power basically is going directly into the quarry, which in return is definitely netting us some more items. So this won't take too much longer to increase. Once we have a bit more silver, we can move on. The next couple of kits, though, that's where things are going to start getting more expensive, and luckily we have the machines to get all the materials for. So getting the signalium, well, signalium is going to require cryothium dust, which we can do two different ways. We can get this stuff with experience and snowballs, which is a good way, or we can potentially find a blizz. But the likelihood of us finding a blizz is slim to none, considering that we haven't even found at all. Let's switch this to day. There we go. We haven't even really found a wintry. Well, I guess this is a wintry area. Maybe we can potentially find one in here. We'd have to get really lucky and wait at night. They spawn in mountainous areas that are in wintry biomes. So that is something we're going to have to, I guess, do a little bit of searching for. I would rather find a blizz and just have it spawn, and that would save a lot of time. We do have this, by the way, storing experience. I did make an experience obelisk a couple episodes ago. That's about as far as I've gone into Ender.io. Probably going to shut this off because we really don't need it doing its thing anymore. Yeah, I think we have enough blaze powder for now. Oh my. Yeah, this bad boy is already almost completely full. So guys, well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also ring that beautiful good notification bell. As always, guys, I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.